In responding to what you're saying, right? In responding to what you're saying, I already know the deficits in my community. Because I'm me, just because I'm a regular black guy in the community, right? Culturally challenged community could use someone. I mean, there's a saying in our neighborhood, right? It ain't true until the white man tells you it's true. To a certain extent, right? You hear comedians go on, right? But in any case, right, having a conversation about what's going wrong in the community, a real conversation, to the point where, like I said, uncivilized behavior is uncivilized behavior. We ain't got to come in there with a Jesus squad, you know what I'm saying? But having a conversation, having someone from a different community help me have this conversation within our community. When you have people that are really ready to have a conversation. Because people who are indulgent, uncivilized behavior don't want to have a civilized conversation. You follow what I'm saying? So again, within
one of the things David is saying is you've identified the challenges. Have you identified any strengths? Are there strengths there that can be used and nurtured and
even economically, there are resources there.
Plenty of that. But they're not from the neighborhood, like he's saying. We from the neighborhood. They're not from the neighborhood. Once they leave, if they work in the clinic or the school or whatever, they go like the Mason or wherever they live at, and they're not from the neighborhood. So we from the neighborhood, and we see what goes on there, and we around it every day, and we just basically trying to get help. Like this, what this group is about, to bring in help and help us change. If the resources right up under us won't help us, can we reach out to Hello Cincinnati and see what if we can?
When you say you would like help to have this conversation, what does that mean? I mean, help in what way?
In the African American community, there are some problems. And in reality, those issues are affecting America and the community and the city and the state. And because of course not to say that crime is only in the black community. So, but the thing we need to help. It's not just people want to talk about these issues in a more realistic way instead of like having to just be news issues. I don't know. Because I'm not trying to dominate this issue in the conversation, but the reality is, in my opinion, my community is in need of a name change again. About the problems that are going on in my community. So again, we need community.
I'm going to jump in if I could here. And the first thing I want to say is I'm very glad that you two guys are here. And you have brought Winton Hills to this team. But at the same time, I have to say that is bringing the biggest challenge to this team. The challenge that I feel is rooted in our statement. That is the quality of our relationships and our communication within and between communities. When we speak of between communities, it's between communities that have more means than your community. Do we know one another? That would be communication between communities and between any communities. But also within communities, if that's part of the scope we see our team looking at, then for me it comes back to this new way of looking at our communities and looking at individuals, and that is looking at their gifts. I can say that all my time in my neighborhood, I've never consciously looked that way, because I'm just looking for those gifts that I can put to work right now. You know, I'm going to put you on my short list now. When I need somebody to do the grilling at the next picnic, I got my short list. And if I find somebody like I do on the street, I say, all right, you're on my list now. Well, that's not really reaching out and consciously trying to bring out people's gifts. Not just for me to know those gifts so I know what list to put you on, but for us all to know our giftedness. When we have, I feel like I'm a preacher here for Dr. McKnight, but that's what I'm hearing from him, is that once we start to see one another's giftedness, then we start to see our community differently, won't we? Now, I'm saying that without really having the experience to be able to validate it, but I was very much touched by what I'm reading of Dr. McKnight's material. So I have as a task for this group to do some homework. One is I want to, he has a book out, and I forgot the actual name of the book. The Green Book. It's the Green Book, but it's like a $20 book, so I want to
So
get
I
it.
have an extra copy of it, so I'd be happy to
Okay.
give to somebody. I have 2 copies.
Okay. The second thing I want to do is at the summit, we all got a little card, in fact I have it right here, about a survey that we can take for free. It's called VIA, V-I-A. Has anybody taken that survey?
Right, what are we?
Oh, yeah,
£20.
right. Yeah, what are my grades? Yes, I've done it.
Here, VIA Institute on Character. I've spoken to several people about this. It's free. My daughter took it. And after a long conversation with her, she says that's what you need to do. And here's the reason why I want to go do it. I want to be able to develop the language of gifts. I don't know that I can speak of you, Isabel, and use gifted language to name the gifts that I see in you. Because I haven't cultivated that vocabulary. I hope to use this as it names my gifts. I'll be able to start to recognize what gifts are by name. So that's an investment I'm going to make early on here, is to take that free survey, and I suggest maybe that's something we could all do, so we start to understand what gifts look like. And we can start by recognizing and drawing out and learning about each other's gifts. If you all take this I don't know if it's a test or a profile, as I understand it, we will get back a list that shows our top 5 gifts that this tool reveals about us from the 200 questions we answer.
Like personality gifts, or
Well, see, right there you go. We don't even know how to describe
Intelligence.
that. Just say gifts right now.
so it wouldn't be like you're an amazing cook.
Well, here, I'll use the one example. Michael Hoxley was at Cintas, and he convinced me of this. I at first wrote it off because I don't want a 240 question test to be taken. He said he did it in a half an hour. Because you short questions in there, so it's free and it's short. But he was kind of witty in our little exchange, and in the process he says, you know, that's one of my gifts. I bring humor to the conversation. Well, you know, I might see somebody who brings humor to the conversation, but I may not count that as a gift. I might say he's a jokester, right? And I might say that that's a kind of a negative thing. By the way, I label that person who brings about jokes. Now, of course, you can bring jokes in different ways, and maybe in some ways they are acting like a jokester, but to the extent that they really brings humor into the conversation, makes it light and helps with, see, that's a gifted language. So I need to, that's what I hope to get out of it. So I'm going to suggest that that's something we can do that help our work, is learn that language a little bit. And then the last thing I think that we could benefit if we are interested in knowing each other more is between now and our next get together, let's do some one-on-one. let's talk with each other about the neighborhood. What are your gifts? What gifts do you see in your neighborhood? Let's do some little work in this area to try to learn from each other and maybe learn more about why we're interested in getting out of this. I think that'd be really helpful.